Lesson 91. Miracles are seen in light. It is important to remember that miracles and vision necessarily go together. This needs repeating and frequent repeating. It is a central idea in your new thought system and the perception that it produces. The miracle is always there. Its presence is not caused by your vision. Its absence is not the result of your failure to see. It is only your awareness of miracles that is affected. You will see them in the light. You will not see them in the dark. To you, then, light is crucial. While you remain in darkness, the miracle remains unseen. Thus, you are convinced it is not there. This follows from the premises from which the darkness comes. Denial of light leads to failure to perceive it. Failure to perceive light is to perceive darkness. The light is useless to you then, even though it is there. You cannot use it because its presence is unknown to you. And the seeming reality of the darkness makes the idea of light meaningless. To be told that what you do not see is there sounds like insanity. It is very difficult to become convinced that it is insanity not to see what is there, and to see what is not there instead. You do not doubt that the body's eyes can see. You do not doubt the images they show you are reality. Your faith lies in the darkness, not the light. How can this be reversed? For you it is impossible, but you are not alone in this. Your efforts, however little they may be, have strong support. Did you but realize how great this strength, your doubts would vanish. Today we will devote ourselves to the attempt to let you feel this strength. When you have felt the strength in you, which makes all miracles within your easy reach, you will not doubt. The miracles your sense of weakness hides will leap into awareness as you feel the strength in you. 3 times today, set aside about 10 minutes for a quiet time in which you try to leave your weakness behind. This is accomplished very simply, as you instruct yourself that you are not a body. Faith goes to what you want, and you instruct your mind accordingly. Your will remains your teacher, and your will has all the strength to do what it desires. You can escape the body if you choose. You can experience the strength in you. Begin the longer practice periods with this statement of true cause and effect relationships. Miracles are seen in light. The body's eyes do not perceive the light, but I am not a body. What am I? The question with which this statement ends is needed for our exercises today. What you think you are is a belief to be undone, but what you really are must be revealed to you. The belief you are a body calls for correction, being a mistake. The truth of what you are calls on the strength in you to bring to your awareness what the mistake conceals. If you are not a body, what are you? You need to be aware of what the Holy Spirit uses to replace the image of a body in your mind. You need to feel something to put your faith in as you lift it from the body. You need a real experience of something else, something more solid and more sure, more worthy of your faith, and really there. If you are not a body, what are you? Ask this in honesty, and then devote several minutes to allowing your mistaken thoughts about your attributes to be corrected and their opposites to take their place. Say, for example, I am not weak, but strong. I am not helpless, but all-powerful. I am not limited, but unlimited. I am not doubtful, but certain. I am not an illusion, but a reality. I cannot see in darkness, but in light. In the second phase of the exercise period, try to experience these truths about yourself. Concentrate particularly on the experience of strength. Remember that all sense of weakness is associated with the belief you are a body, a belief that is mistaken and deserves no faith. Try to remove your faith from it, if only for a moment. You will be accustomed to keeping faith with the more worthy in you as we go along. Relax for the rest of the practice period, confident that your efforts, however meager, are fully supported by the strength of God and all His thoughts. It is from them that your strength will come. It is through their strong support that you will feel the strength in you. They are united with you in this practice period, in which you share a purpose like their own. Theirs is the light in which you will see miracles, because their strength is yours. Their strength becomes your eyes, that you may see. 5 or 6 times an hour, at reasonably regular intervals, remind yourself that miracles are seen in light. Also be sure to meet temptation with today's idea. This form would be helpful for this special purpose. Miracles are seen in light. Let me not close my eyes because of this. There's something about waking up and seeing that book, That deep blue, the gold letters quiet like a monk, nothing flashy, nothing loud. A Course in Miracles. You know what's about to happen when you open it. You're not getting shamed. You're not getting guilted. You're not being told you're broken. It's not talking to you like religion does. It's not about blood and punishment and crosses and nails. It's not about suffering. It's about light. It's about love. It's about truth with a capital T. It doesn't flatter the ego. It doesn't pat you on the back, but it also doesn't condemn you. It just loves you. That's why I keep coming back. That's why this lesson, Miracles Are Seen in Light, is doing something to me. Because when we hear miracle, we think spectacle. Walking on water, loaves and fish. But the miracle ain't in form. Spirit doesn't care about form. It never did. Spirit points. That's all. It's not here to decorate the illusion. It's here to undo it. A miracle is just the echo of God in a mind that was convinced it was deaf. Miracles are seen in light because light is vision. Not sight, vision. You see with the eyes of God, not bodies, not gestures, not words. You see essence. The Course says it straight. Vision is seeing your brother as God created him. Not what he did. Not what he said. What he is. That needs to be repeated, man. Not because you forgot, but because the world is loud. Social media is loud. News is loud. But love whispers. This lesson says it's a central idea in a new thought system. That's not a throwaway. It's not just a new belief. It's a whole new operating system. The ego runs on defense, on blame, on attack. You see something on the news, and you're at war before you finish breakfast. But a miracle lets you see something that doesn't need defense. Something that doesn't need attack. Something that doesn't need anything, because it's whole already. And here's the thing. The miracle is always there. Always. Its presence isn't caused by your vision. Its absence isn't the result of your failure. It's just your awareness that shifts. That's the Course. It doesn't try to change the world. It shows you the light that was always behind the curtain. You ever lose your keys and then find them and realize they never left the table? That's the miracle. It's not the keys showing up. It's your sight coming back. You will see them in the light. You will not see them in the dark. Not because God is hiding, but because darkness is blindness. You're not punished in the dark. You're just unaware. You don't need to fight your way out. You need to turn on the light. And then that metaphor hit me. That Bounty paper towel commercial. The quicker picker-upper. It's like the miracle swoops in, wipes up the illusion, not slowly, not painfully, just gone. It feels like forever to a mind stuck in time, but to spirit, it's a blip. That's eternity, not endless time, just isness. We get caught chasing eternity with numbers. Billionaire, trillionaire. That's the ego trying to imitate forever. But you can't number your way into peace. Vision, real vision, is remembering what's always been there. And here's where it cuts deep. Your perception of the miracle doesn't create it. Your awareness doesn't determine its existence. The miracle's there, shining, even when your back is turned. So when you don't see the light in your brother, that doesn't make him dark. It just makes your eyes closed. This is where it gets hairy. The world becomes what your perception projects. Not because the world is that strong, but because your belief is. This lesson? It's not light reading. This is graduate-level spirit. You will see them in the light. You will not see them in the dark. Ain't that a contradiction to how the world teaches you? The world says you'll see the truth in conflict. The Course says you'll see nothing but noise. The ego says love is pain. The Course says love is the only thing that doesn't hurt. You ask somebody, where you headed? And they tell you, I'm trying to get to heaven. But what if God never sent you away in the first place? What if all your hurdles, every single one, were just ego keeping you on a track with no finish line? Run this race. Clear this hurdle. Improve. Fix. Grind. Hustle. And when you die, maybe you get peace. That's a scam. That's the illusion. Spirit doesn't put you through obstacle courses. It hands you the key and says, you're free now. Use it. And here's the trip. You've had the key the whole time. Like those stories, the monster costumes under the elder's bed. You pull back the curtain and realize the monster is you. Dressed up in fear. Telling yourself stories to stay safe. Stay stuck. Let me say this plain, the light is useless to you if you don't know it's there. You've got peace sitting right next to you, but you're too busy arguing with shadows, and to be told the light is real when you don't see it feels like insanity. But the real insanity is believing in what isn't there. You trust your body's eyes. But 10 people witness the same crash and give 10 different stories. Why? Because the eyes don't see, they interpret. Your faith, your complete trust, has been misplaced in the dark. So how do we reverse it? You can't. But you're not alone. Your little efforts are backed by a cosmic force. You bring a match, and the spirit brings the sun. That's the practice. Not to strain, but to gently drop your weakness and say, I am not a body. Let your mind be instructed. Let your will be your teacher. You can escape the body if you choose. You can experience the strength in you. This ain't about hating the body. It's about not mistaking yourself for it. Because if you're not a body, what are you? That's the real question, and you won't find the answer by thinking harder. You find it by undoing the belief that you're small, undoing the belief that you're limited, undoing the belief that you're defined by time, by pain, by history, by story. You are not weak but strong, not helpless but powerful, not limited but unlimited, not illusion but reality. You cannot see in darkness, but in light you already do. It ends right here. Relax. Your little effort is enough, because behind it stands all the strength of God and every thought he ever had. Now we're not just listening, we're remembering.